Church ain't no organization. It's not no religion. It's about real people who do real things.
Everyone in the world is going to bed one night or another with fear or pain or loss.
Because as you know, many of the people that are in church, they are not the same when they are at home. So they change, they transform when they get in the building.
It's amazing. Wherever that abides in the human being, there is the nobleness of the human spirit.
What is your real name?
And these things is hypocrisy. It happens all the time. Now, I'm not saying that it's Christianity or it's Buddhism or it's Catholicism. All of the religions do it.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
We're talking about relationship, politics. We'll be talking about religion. I mean, we'll be talking about all kinds of things from a true perspective.
Does my sassiness upset you?
Explain how you know how I feel.
Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
Just like suns and like moons, with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high.
Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel.
Still I rise. Did you want to see me broken?
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
Bowed head and lowered eyes.
It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn.
Shoulders falling down like teardrops.
Life for me.
Weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I rise. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs?
And I'm feeling good.
How you guys doing? This is the Reverend Point Blank in the Reverend Point Blank's lair. Sitting here with Mr. Cbd himself. Deacon Cbd, I call him. And this is his assistant. Now, I really have messed up her name a couple times because I'm just meeting her.
Juicy Justine.
Whoa!
And
Juicy
she's actually my co-host and
JJ.
business partner.
Whoa! Can you explain how she got that name?
Because first off, well, actually, I'll let you explain it.
How'd you get to be Juicy?
Juicy.
You're so small. What's Juicy?
Juicy, yeah, like fruits and vegetables, like, cause I'm vegan. And I love all that good stuff, the nature stuff, so I'm like, oh, Juicy Justine is great. Like,
How did Juicy get connected with the CBD man? The fruits
oh,
and
yes,
vegetables
because
man?
I love CBD, I love the herb, but like, I view it as a healing, like, holistically, like, versus like pharmaceuticals, like, both my parents were nurses, and then I was going down that route, and then I was like trying to find alternatives to that, and cannabis I've always loved since the beginning, since I'm my teens. And
Do you smoke cannabis?
yes, when I was 14, but then I stopped smoking because now I do edibles and tinctures,
Oh, I
try to
see.
infuse food.
Okay, because you big time you're more healthy with
Yes,
it.
and then try to and give it to people, and they get really, and they love it, and like I love what he's doing, like with Nature's Nosh and all that. And then we just found each other because I was actually with my videographer and photographer, and then he was like, "Let's go to the New Year's party." And then he
when
had
it
a
became
store.
when we
This
had the
New Year's 21?
in
When it was-
2020. That's
when
when
it
we
became
met.
legal.
20, yeah.
Yeah, we're celebrating the countdown, like
Is that right?
before it was legal.
So,
We had a
We
mutual
met.
friend, and then we after things got the year progressed, I talked to her about coming and joining the Mr. Cbd team, and then we formed Mr. Cbd TV, and then she became my co-host, and here we are.
okay, so who is Mr. CBD and what the hell did Mr. CBD do?
Oh boy. Well, Mr. Cbd is actually myself, Mark Anthony Kanicki. That's the full name right there. Check the tape. And then as far as what I'm a cannabis educator through entertainment. And the company itself is Mr. Cbd Chicago. And we're a federally legal hemp and CBD distribution company, fully insured and bonded. And we're kind of the trailblazers of our industry, at least I'd like to believe so. Until someone tells me otherwise, we were the first ones to put it in our name.
How long you been doing it?
The day it became legal, federally legal, December 18th, 2018.
Is that right? But you have obviously known quite a bit about it prior to that. Obviously,
Correct.
You've been dealing with it. You ever do any business in California? You know some people out there?
I do actually, absolutely, and I've had. I'm lucky to shout out to my boy Chance. We'll be coming out to see you soon. But yes, there's some other people out there as well. I'm looking forward to going and revisiting. You know, it's a new world now, so I need to get back out to the roots.
Right. So tell me, what is it you want to do with the CBD now? Where you taking it? Where you going? What's coming up? Talk to me about it.
There's so much going on. I will say that we are lucky to, not lucky. We're blessed, as Justine likes to tell me, and that's what it is. It's true. We put our ticket in the hat, and we were able to do massive distribution. We're in all the Pete's Fresh markets throughout the Chicagoland
Really?
area. So that's super exciting.
And
Our
CBD
our beverages.
in Peace Market.
Yeah, matter of fact, Happy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, one of the beverages you have with us today.
So if I drink this, I won't get high though.
Here's the thing: there's a legal amount of THC just to make you feel relaxed. There you go. You know what I mean?
Like a beer,
It's a full spectrum. Yeah, that's a good way to put
Better for
it.
you.
Yeah, but much better for you. Correct. And so there's we have
you know what? I need to
please,
taste this.
absolutely.
So this
I'm
got
gonna do the same.
CBD in it, right?
Yeah, see, it's full spectrum.
What's that mean?
So it means it has the legal amount of THC in it with CBD.
So I am gonna get a little
Oh,
bit
look
of
at
a
that.
buzz.
Yeah. Yeah, right now as you're about to drink that, look at that Mission Impossible.
I got it.
So Mission Impossible
I
was
love
getting the
that
beverages in the Pete's Fresh Market, and we did it. So obviously your phone knows what I'm up to.
You see what I'm saying? Hold on. Hello, may I help you?
Hard to get with my nails.
I'm gonna help you.
Hello, may I help you?
Hey, Rev, what's the
I'm in an interview. Where you at? I'm at home.
word? Okay, I just wondered if you was at the cafe or not.
I'm at home.
He there with you?
Yeah, we in the middle of the interview. I'm talking to you on camera.
I'm on my way, Rev.
All right.
All right.
Later.
He's good.
That's Dr. King's great nephew or cousin or aunt, or nephew or grandson or some shit like that.
Sweet.
I mean, I don't remember, but he's related to him, and one of the reasons we got together is because of that. And he has a religious organization that uses marijuana.
No, that's interesting.
Ooh,
And he
love
wants
that.
to talk to you about that because he wants to get it where he's got all the legal paperwork done.
Is that why you called me the deacon today?
I called you the bishop.
Oh, Bishop, I'm sorry, which one was that? It wasn't about, I
Well, I
apologize.
said deacon,
You did.
but I
Right.
had to correct myself because you the bishop.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's go ahead and go with it how it is. So we taking CBDs. Where we going with it? What are you gonna do, Mr. CBD?
Well,
What's the plan?
well, not just with distribution. Our goal is to be one of the top 4 distribution companies in the United States. That's the goal, and we want to be able to help people, like vendors, do manufacturing, and then the goal is to educate through entertainment to the end users. There's a lot of people out there that just don't understand it, and so we developed Mr. CBD TV to do so, and then we partnered up with Rizzo's Bar and Inn by Wrigley. And as you already kind of know, I'm going to allude to this on your birthday on the 28th of May. It's our
Yeah.
first actual show at
Right.
Wrigley that we're doing together,
Yeah.
called the 7th Inning Sesh, and it's your birthday, and we're excited to have you on our first show.
He invited me to be on that first show. You really got to tune in and be watchful, watching out for Mr. CBD. And this is CBDs have been legal for haven't been legal for a long time, but they made it illegal because why? All that it does. Cotton was the producer, and cotton strips away the nutrients from the earth. We can take CBD's marijuana and make paper. We can make bombs. We can make clothing. We can make gasoline. We can make food. We can make more than 50,000 products, as Jack Harris so eloquently put it, from products. And why would they make that illegal?
Well, I could go on and on
No,
about
just tell me though. I mean, you used to work. Is that right?
Yeah.
You used to
Well, I
work.
mean, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, so I guess why would they make it illegal? First off, I don't want to state
Is it
necessarily
the money?
that. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that the government did make CBD a patent in 2012, and then they didn't release it in 2018. Did you know that?
Ho. You know that's some smart ass shit. See, they knew it was gonna be legal, so they have a patent on CBD.
Well, they did. They had it in 2012, and they held it until, and that's why it didn't become 6 years, and then they did it in 2018. And so then they
Also,
released
they
it.
had to release the patent. Oh, they got a patent
But
to
they
stop.
but why did they know about it way back then? Obviously, they knew how great it was for us. And just so you know, like to give you an idea about it, and there's something that should be talked about, and I definitely want to pinpoint this. You know, CBD is extremely important to like promote homeostasis in the body, and our goal is to have that. You want to be in that, you know, in that situation, so you can feel at balance, at ease.
Yeah.
Look, you know, if you don't understand what that means, do your due diligence, understand, and it also promotes immunity. And with the times that we're living in, don't you want both of those?
Yeah,
you should
absolutely.
be craving for that stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
And so we're trying to guide people in the right direction to become, you know, more conscious about building their immunity, you know, and understanding what cannabis can provide for you. And we're not, you know, obviously I'm Mr. CBD, but we're about the entire plant, like you said.
Of course.
You know, hemp, CBD, THC, and we want to educate people on all of it, not just a part of the plant.
Wow, you know, that's amazing. So why did you decide to get into it? I mean, what made you want to be where you smoking and say, shit, I want to...
You know, I've been in and around it for 25 years, for a quarter of a century. And you know, when it wasn't okay, you know, I not only using it medicinally but recreationally, and then having the opportunity to like, I just wanted to dismiss all the myths. You know, the lazy stoner. I am not that. If you know me, you know, good luck keeping up.
Where are you based out of?
I live in the burbs now, but I'm originally from Chicago. That's where I was born. But now I live in Winfield.
Okay, so the businesses is all over the United States and internationally you hope to be.
We're on our way, actually.
I have some people to connect you to internationally because basically in Amsterdam they don't have edibles. Since the last time I was over there, they have brownies and fudge brownies and that kind of thing, but they ain't got no damn gummy bears.
Not like what we're doing either.
They don't have none of these things. Let's see, it's been a few months, maybe a year. So things haven't changed. They have changed. You can't smoke tobacco in marijuana shops. You can't do that anymore.
Right, I heard.
You also, before I left, you cannot serve alcohol where you serve marijuana. But the greenhouse pretty much got they got a coffee shop right here and the liquor bar right here. So you buy your bar, take it over to the liquor store and smoke. And
We're starting to work with certain companies that have zero THC that are strictly just broad spectrum CBD, and we're able to do a lot of work with Europe because of that. And we have products that are EU certified, so we're on the verge of launching Turkey and hopefully some other countries soon.
Are you growing these things?
We're getting to a point soon where we're going to have an entire facility where we'll be able to do everything from seed to sale. That is the plan, but currently we are not doing that now, but that is the goal.
Yeah, okay.
That is the goal.
Why don't we go ahead and taste this and drink a toast to what
Yeah.
you guys are doing, because I haven't tasted it yet, and I just figure, okay, let's go ahead and drink a toast to Mr. CBD. I don't know what to call you.
Juicy Justine.
I know that part.
She is my plant-based queen.
Well, I
She knows
think
what's
it's
going on around here.
Queen.
That's
When
right,
you
you
talk
like that,
to a
right?
black man and you say juicy anything, you don't come to mind. I mean, when you talk to a black man, you explain it, I got it now.
What do you see?
Juicy. Booty. Juicy breasts. Juicy lips. Juicy booty. Juicy! Everything juicy. Thighs, thunder thighs, I mean,
I get it.
shit, juicy. Motherfucker walk, shit just be bang it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, earth move.
She's doing a play on the words because she's going to be doing juices with our CBD.
No, I'm
smoothies
cool.
and
I
all
know, I
that.
got it,
But yeah,
I got
but
it.
she's also juicy too, but just her own juice.
We want to make sure that
So
where can we reach Mr. CBD and where can we reach Juicy Juice, Juicy.
Juicy
Juice.
Justine.
Juicy
Juicy Juice Justine, whatever it
See,
takes.
cause I'm trying to get that back boom boom out my mind. It's hard to when I look at you because I don't see it. So I'm skipping the track.
I get that.
Juicy Justine.
Yes.
This is so
You can find us at MrCBDChicago.com, which is where you can find all of our products. And then as far as our videos are concerned, you can find us at MrCBDTV.com. And that's where you'll find all of our shows.
Oh, great. How many have you done? When did you start doing this again?
We started actually in May of last year. It was kind of like during the pandemic, we were looking to do something that would keep our team motivated, and like it was crazy. You know, we didn't know, and we were deemed an essential, so we were trying to figure out how to, like, you know, put some time together and wanted to be out there and educate people. We knew there was a problem of how we were doing stuff and how we were able to not get to the public because of how we were doing, you know, because of the pandemic. So we were driving on our way to the hemp farm one day, and I looked at one of my business partners and I said, MrCbdTV.com, is it available? And he goes, what? And I go, yeah. He goes, it's available. I'm like, buy it. We're doing our first episode today. And I did it on the spot. Didn't have the first episode. If you watch it, it's super raw. Not only did no one know what we were doing that day, but the people that I came and interviewed and invaded their place, they didn't know what I was doing either. And so that's just kind of how I am. I'm someone who'll just get an idea and I'll run with it. And at first, you know, I think that people weren't 100% sure what I was doing, and now here we are a year later.
Because they can see it now.
Yeah, now they can.
And so let me just, first of all, I want to announce his welcoming him into the Chuch family.
Thank you.
Which means we don't have a building. We are just people who do what we do honestly, and we do business with each other, and we have pleasure with each other as we live our lives with each other, as well as juicy.
Here we go.
There go my head again.
I get it.
Cause see, from the hood, you wouldn't have got that name.
I know.
If you grew up in the hood, she wouldn't have got that name. She wouldn't have got that name. That would have been the last name you would have gotten. Now I don't know what you would have gotten.
And this is where the Reverend point blank is coming into play and telling you what the deal is. Correct?
Yeah, it's a true story. Over here in the hood, you know, in America, in the hood. Everywhere in America in the hood, there's nicknameables. We do that all the time. So we got this event coming up, May 28th.
May 28th, we're going to be doing our first episode at 2 p.m. at Rizzo's Bar and Inn in Wrigley. And it's going to be the 7th inning sesh. You are our first guest, the Reverend point blank.
I also want to say, as I speak to the crew members, I speak for all of us, we as members of Chuch want to help you in any way we can. So if you need anything, we have people that deal with music, we have people that deal with clothing, we have people that deal with everything. So
well, to give you an
that's
idea,
what Chuch is supposed to be.
The 7th inning sessions can be like, my goal is to be like the Carson of cannabis. You know, I love Johnny Carson. So I want to be able to interview people and have their relationships with cannabis. You know, and you'd be surprised. Not everybody's the same. Some people don't smoke it, like Justine does it.
Right.
She's an edible person, you know,
right.
she loves that.
And
then I met another woman, you know, when I was with you at the Mary Jane Cafe. She's an owner, and she doesn't use it herself, but she uses it to help her child get off of medication for stuff.
Right,
She's
right.
Get him off, and so she doesn't use it, but she does it for a child to help. You know, it's all different for everybody. Some people just use it for their pets.
Right.
You know, and that's the other thing. Rizzo's Bar and Inn is pet friendly. I kind of want to mention that for the first show. We're going to be bringing out my wolf pack. I got 4 huskies that are part of the crew.
I was about to get.
I was like, oh boy.
I was about to run and get something to eat now.
Yeah, their CBD is so good it'll make you feel like it's THC. That's how good their stuff is over there, for the record.
Okay, I haven't tasted it. Y'all already know what it tastes like. This is my first time.
Okay.
CBD, the drink.
What flavor is that?
That's Sublime.
Sublime.
It is kind of sublime. It doesn't really have a flavor, really. You almost taste the flavor, then it goes away.
It's soda water.
Is that what it is? Damn.
Sparkling soda water.
It almost has a taste to it.
It's just a hint of lime. You don't need all the sugar in there.
But then when you drink it, it goes away.
Yeah, just what you need.
I like this. You ought to taste this good stuff. That's
Happy
one
in a
that
can.
you already drink
It's on the shirt.
So do we? Say, for instance, someone wants to get into the business. They want to open up a CBD shop or a THC shop. Can you help them?
We actually do consultations as well.
I see.
Absolutely, because we know how rough it can be. You know, whether it's banking, insurance, you know, just getting things off the ground and your business license. Not everybody knows what needs to be done. So we definitely offer consultation because we know how hard it can be.
Well, let me ask you this. You know there's a dispensary down on Exchange down there, all the way down. You know where it is? It's
I believe so.
further from, yeah. What does it take to get that kind of...
That's a whole different ballgame, by the way. You know, I went the federally Okay, so there's like something people should consider when getting into the cannabis business. Hemp and CBD is federally legal. Okay, THC is state legal.
It's not federally legal. You can go to jail for it.
Correct.
Right.
So what are you willing to do to get into to risk to get into business?
So how did they get it? So they legal and he allowed them to do it. The federal government just allows them to do it until they decide they don't want you to do it no more.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, here's the thing. If you're doing it right, I mean, you have to apply for licenses, of course, and then of course there's no guarantee there because you're applying. So that THC is a whole different ballgame again. That's why THC is something I'm looking for the future, whereas CBD and hemp is now because it's federally legal, and I like my freedom. I don't know about you.
Is there a gray line anywhere?
I think there's always gray lines in everywhere. It just depends on where you're at. You know what I mean? Like right now we have Delta 8 THC, which is legal THC. At 38 different states.
Right.
So yes, of course, there's that, and it's derived from hemp.
Yes.
So, if you don't understand that, it's like the layman's terms is they're taking hemp and then turning it into legal THC. From my point of view, it's like water in the wine.
Well, absolutely.
It's remarkable that they can extract things and do, the science is remarkable what they can, accomplish now.
So, Juicy, you want to tell us a little about your juices with the hemp in it? I mean,
oh yeah, like infusions and
just what plans for that?
Plans for to infuse food with raw living plant-based food, and we're gonna go to another restaurant too, and he was saying like, we could use the kitchen to like do episodes where we infuse CBD and we show how to do it.
When we're not at Wrigley, we'll be doing cookie shows with her every other week.
Great.
So our goal is to show how people, can infuse healthy. A lot like you talked about. There's a lot of food out there, especially edibles, that are not healthy, and there's a lot of people out there that are dealing with health issues like diabetes and whatnot.
And the food's making it worse.
And and so they this is supposed to be, this it has healing property. Yeah, exactly. So we're trying to put more healing stuff with it and combine it with other superfoods, so that it really can do its job. And people, Justine's shown me, because obviously, I'm a Polish man from Illinois here, and I grew up eating red meat and potatoes. That's what was that.
Filipinos are so into.
Did you change him from that?
Yeah, well, I've been helping him because he has diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis. I was dealing with stomach issues, so she has been coaching me on better way of eating, and it's taken some time.
Oh, he a hard-headed motherfucker, ain't he?
I've had some moments.
I've been patient with him. I've tried to show him the way. I'll make him food. I'll show him.
She's very patient with me when it comes to that. She's a good friend.
I'll try to educate him. I'll tell him, if he tries to tell him like what's real.
And so I definitely.
So how you doing
with that?
Yeah.
As far as that goes, I'm on that 90% program. There's some things
progress.
It's progress. You know what I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
She especially with showing me what I didn't realize is the myth of when it comes to being vegan, and even now I understand more about raw vegan, plant-based in general, is that you think it's hard, which it's not. As long as someone teaches you the way, and then the other one is that you think it's bland and it's not tasting good. Well, I'll tell you right now, I had a buffet of raw vegan food the other day. Shout out to Zest, Cafe. We're going to be heading there later on today, and that's where we'll hopefully be doing our infusion episodes in the future. But I had the opportunity of trying a bunch of that food, and it was so flavorful. It blew my mind. I cleared my plate. Matter of fact, they stopped. Everyone's BSing. I'm like, I'm eating food.
Let me tell you something. There's a restaurant around the corner called Mangiani's. They got this barbecue cauliflower.
Wow,
I swear to God, I'm thinking I'm eating barbecue.
I believe it.
Am I lying? That food is so delicious. I go over there and get it all the time.
I bet.
So, yeah.
It's right over there in Exchange, Mangiani's. It's black owned and operated.
Okay.
Like my man,
Mary Jane Cafe, absolutely.
That's a black owned and operated facility. And what I like about Bishop CBD is that
all of them now.
Yeah, well, he runs the deacons and all of it, so he's good for it. Is that he does help people, and I sensed that from the day I met him, and which only been a few days ago, and our meeting became intimate in that sense that our spirits connected, all of us, and that's why he's here today, because I believe in what he does. He believes in what I do. We are going to help them do what they do as best we can, and they're going to help us do what we do as best we can. And that is what Chuch is about all across the board. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys coming. If you want to say anything to close it out, if you have any personal information you want to give, or say it. Talk to the viewers out
You have
there.
anything you want me to handle it? I'll sign off for us.
Follow me at Justine's Vegan on my Instagram and add me on Justine Jabines on Facebook. I'll talk about cannabis and infusions with raw food or cooked. Either way, as long as it's plant-based and then with cannabis too.
And you could, of course, and you could find, if you didn't catch all that from Justine just now, you can find her on Mr. Cbd Chicago. She's tagged in everything, and she's on a lot of our stuff, and then it can lead you to all her channels as well. But yeah, for sure, MrCBDChicago.com, Mr. CBD TV. Keep a lookout. You'll see us, locally at the stores. When you go to our website, you can find us locally at our dealer locator, where all the places that we provide. And then if you want to order online, we can deliver.
You know what I was thinking is that our website is WeJustChillin.com. I think I may just put a link on our website for you.
I would really appreciate that.
For the section, because we have a magazine coming up called The Witicizer.
Okay.
And that's wisdom and comedy.
I love it.
It's the Witicizer magazine, and we have people from businesses from all over the world that are giving all of our members discounts on products and services. So you offer our members a discount, we give you free lines, 5 lines free in the magazine.
I love it.
And that way, the members get a value on their membership that don't cost anything to get in the first place.
How about this? Before this episode goes, I already know what to do. I'm going to make it a code called Point Blank 10, and all your members get 10% off of everything they order.
There we go. That's exactly how it works. That's exactly how it works. And we can, I'll go ahead and lay out a design, take your logo, put something together, and I'll put that on my website. We can start that right away. And anyone that mentions the Reverend Point Blank and they don't have a membership card, give it to them, but they need to get a membership card. I'll give you some membership cards to give them.
Absolutely.
It's a little card, they put their name and email on there, and that's all.
Done.
All right?
I love it.
So we'll share that information back and forth. So when we get the emails and names, I'll give them to you. So we'll have access to them. They'll have access to our services. And when we have something new, like the gym shoes you're talking about doing, and the other products that you want to make, they'll get a discount on those products. And they'll have access to those products right away through the Witicizer magazine and through your website.
Wisdom through comedy and, education through entertainment. We're in business.
Right.
We're in business.
That's exactly what
that is. It's a perfect synergy right there.
That's exactly right. I'm the Reverend Point Blank, Bishop CBD, and that's just
Juicy Justine. Ooh.
Juicy Justine is in the house. Peace and love.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
Bowed head and lowered eyes.
It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn.
Shoulders falling down like teardrops.
Life for me.
Weakened by my soul so proud. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs?
And I'm feeling good.